Hey guys, so on today's video, we're gonna review this little thing right here. This is the Miroco Frother. It's only, I believe, like $40, $40, it depends. I got it on Prime Day, so it was a little cheaper, but we're gonna review it today. And I'm gonna give you my complete thoughts and let you know how it compares to the Aeroccino. So without further ado, let's get on with this video. They have it in white, and I believe they have it in black as well. The black one is out of stock, but the white one I feel like is always available. I got mine on Prime Day for $30, but even then right now I think it retails for like $40, which is still a lot more reasonable than what Nespresso sells theirs for. Because Nespresso, unless you get it in a bundle, you end up paying $100 for it, and that is pretty steep for a frother. So right now it's on Amazon for $39.99. It has 10,953 5-star reviews. So just based on the description on the website, it says it has 4 delicious settings: cappuccinos, latte, hot milk, hot chocolate, flat whites with the push of a button, 3 exquisite textures, do a hot airy foam, a hot dense foam, a cold milk froth, and it could also heat up your milk if you don't want any froth. You could do that too, just heat up your milk. And then this is how the machine looks up close. It's white. It has like a curve around the body, so it's easy to hold. And I think that's nice because it also, besides that, it has these like ridges that kind of conform to your fingers, to your touch. And then this is how the inside looks. I actually just washed mine, so it's a little wet. It comes with 2 whisks, so it has one already in here. And then it has one stored away on the lid. Let me just put this one back. And then on the lid, you can see that there's one that's also stored on here. Inside the actual container, it'll give you the amount that is required to like not go over, so that you don't overfill your cup. I think overall, just first impressions, when I got it, I was like, oh my God, this feels heavy enough, kind of like the Nespresso. And it made me wonder, why is the Nespresso so much more expensive if this one has 4 settings and the Nespresso Aeroccino that I have only has 2 settings. It has your regular hot milk froth and then a cold milk setting. You could actually, if you want just hot milk, you can also take off the whisk off the Aeroccino and put it onto the lid, and that'll give you just hot milk. It'll still like warm up your milk. Just make sure to put your little whisk thing on the lid, and then you're good to go. So those are the only differences that I see right off the bat. Even the inside is the same color, the same like little measurements. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like little letters inside the container on both that you can do. Somebody did ask me if this one allows more milk. It seems like the Aeroccino allows more milk to froth hot, but this one allows more milk to froth cold. 3.9 ounces of froth. So that's what you're gonna get, just a little bit under 4 ounces of froth. If you're just gonna heat up your milk, it'll allow you to do 8 ounces of milk to heat up. Cold, I think it's the same amount, 3.9 ounces. And then if we go over to the Aeroccino, I think this one allows just a tiny bit more for froth. So 4.1. So 3.9 with the Miroco, 4.1 with the Aeroccino, and then it's the same amount of the hot milk, no froth capacity, 8.1 ounces. So not much of a difference there. Nothing that I would write home about as far as the Aeroccino being $100 versus $40. I don't think that's a big difference. I can sacrifice 0.2 ounces. I think that's what it was. I suck at math. But yeah, I feel like the Miroco Frother froths milk way better. And the fact that you have those extra settings for a dense frother and then a fluffy froth, it's really nice to have those settings, because sometimes, for example, I have, let's say, 1 capsule of the original line that I want to do, or just 1 capsule of the Virtual line. So these are just single shot espressos. If I have this very few amount of coffee and I just want not the most froth, I'm gonna do like the second setting where it's like just a fluffy froth. But if I have a lot more coffee, more like liquid in there, I'm gonna want more of a dense froth, and it does give you a really nice dense froth. So to put them to the test in comparison, I have 2 of my favorite milks. This is the Silk almond milk, unsweetened. Sometimes I get the vanilla one unsweetened, and that one's good too. And then this one is by far like my favorite, and they're both actually Silk, not sponsored, but I mean, hey, Silk, if you're watching. This one is Silk oat milk, 0 sugar. This one doesn't froth as well as I would like it as far as like oat milk goes. If you get the silk, I think it was the extra creamy, that one gave me a nice froth. The Miroco frother, in my opinion, beats the Aeroccino, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. So I'm gonna run both machines. I'm gonna put the same amount of coffee or milk in both of them. It's gonna be about half a cup of milk in both, and then we'll see which one is better. So this is the oat milk, half a cup. And then this is just like a little like measuring cup that I have that I usually like using. Be careful. And then I'm gonna use the silk almond milk. Actually, no, sorry. Same milk. We're testing the same milk. Same milk, but we're doing it in the Aeroccino. I'm gonna put the lid on this one. Now I'm gonna put the lid on this one. And then just to be fair, I'm gonna do the fluffy setting, not the dense setting with the Miroco. And then Aeroccino just has one setting, so I'm just gonna press the button and go. So they're both going. I lied, I had to restart my Aeroccino because I forgot I put the little whisk on the lid, so now it's running. So it's probably gonna finish at the end because the Miroco's like way ahead of it, but we'll wait for both of them to be done. Okay, I kind of wish that they would have finished at the same time because sometimes milk settles, but I'm just gonna pour it out so you guys can see the froth with this one. This one is with the fluffy setting, so you see a little bit of froth on top. And then this is the Aeroccino. Whoa! I'm gonna have to bite my tongue here. Okay. I've been deceived. Okay, the Aeroccino clearly beats it, and I actually started it late, so this one wasn't sitting too long. Like there's no editing. This one wasn't waiting too long. You guys saw me pour it, and as soon as I finished pouring it, I got the Aeroccino. I'm actually surprised because from what I remember, I don't think the Aeroccino frothed this good. So I don't know if it's because it's been a while since I haven't used it, but clearly Aeroccino wins with this one. You can see the difference right there. So now I'm gonna test the almond milk and see how that one goes. Same thing, half a cup. And that one's gonna go into the Aeroccino. And that one's gonna go into the Miroco. I'm not rinsing them just because I don't have time to do that before my son wakes up, but I'm keeping it the same for both. I'm not rinsing either one. It's just gonna stay like that. And then this one, again, it's gonna do the fluffy one. And then this one, I'm just gonna turn it on. See how silk almond milk froths. I want to note that the Aeroccino finished first and then the Miroco, and they started at the same time. This is silk almond milk. From what I remember, the Aeroccino never filled me with almond milk. I don't know if you guys can see, it's so bright. There's the milk at the bottom, and it's almost like 2 inches worth of froth with the almond milk. And then here's the Miroco. Actually, this one looks thicker. Yes. So with almond milk, I think this is a Miroco, Aeroccino. Miroco wins by a lot because the liquid in the Miroco is down here. You can see where the milk in the Aeroccino one starts. So Miroco won for this one. Look at that froth. So good. And then this one. Not bad, but not like this. Just for you guys that like to drink whole milk, I'm gonna do the A2 whole milk just so you guys can see how that one froths with both frothers. You know what I'm gonna do actually, once we finish with the whole milk, I'm gonna take the oat milk from the silk again, and I'm gonna froth the Miroco with a dense frother, and then I'm gonna froth it again with the Aeroccino and see how it compares then. And also I'm using the same cups for like all the drinks, so you know exactly, you know, that they're the same height, the same width. All right, so the Aeroccino stopped. This is whole milk. Whole milk just froths so good. This is literally, this is literally all froth. Like, I don't even see liquid. This is all froth. Let's see how the Miroco one did. All right, Aeroccino, Miroco. The Miroco one looks fluffier in my opinion. It looks like the one from the Aeroccino is kind of dying off. I don't know, do you guys agree? I mean, okay, so this is Aeroccino, this is Miroco. For some reason, the one in Miroco, the Miroco side just looks more together, if that makes any sense. Fluffier, thicker. I think I'm starting to see a little bit of liquid at the bottom with this Aeroccino one. I don't know if you guys can see, like right here. With this one, I can't really see anything. I would say it's almost a tie here. Like, it's really not much of a difference. Show you guys a top view. This is the almond milk. So the Miroco one is on the left, and then this is the Aeroccino, and they're still both pretty frothy, but clearly the Miroco one is beating the Aeroccino with the almond milk. And then lastly, this is Miroco with the silk oat milk, and then the Aeroccino with the silk oat milk. Okay guys, so I'm gonna do the oat milk again with the Miroco's extra fluffy side, but I'm gonna rinse them out. All right, so I'm gonna do a half a cup again. Half a cup. Half a cup. Almond milk and whole milk act the same way, hot or cold, but the only one that I've seen act different is the oat milk. It seems to froth better cold, so I'm also gonna test it cold. But as far as whole milk and almond milk, I think those are really, I'm not gonna, because I've never really found an issue with them being hot or cold. I feel like they consistently froth the same whether it's hot or cold. So, but I'll do that for you guys with the oat milk as well. Okay, so this is the silk oat milk. Moment of truth with the dense fluff. Let's see if it's any different compared to the other one, to the Aeroccino. See, now they look the same to me. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but they look the same to me. Here, Miroco on the left with oat milk hot with the extra froth setting. And then this is the silk oat milk Aeroccino with just whatever regular hot setting. So yeah, I think it does make a difference with the settings of the Miroco. If you just want more froth with your oat milk, then definitely use the bigger setting. But honestly, if you have the Aeroccino, it does a good job. Last but not least, oat milk frothing the cold. And then we'll leave it at that. With the Aeroccino, you just have to long press the button until it turns blue. Right there. With the Miroco, you'll know it's in cold setting because you just have to press it until it gets to the blue one. With the cold froth, the Miroco one actually finished first. So I'm gonna pour this one into this cup right here. And see how automatically I feel like the froth is just a lot better with cold oat milk. Like the liquid is literally down here and the rest is froth. And now this is the Aeroccino one. Let me switch because I've been holding them on the same side. Clearly we have a winner. I'm gonna give you guys a close-up on all of them. Miroco oat milk cold, Aeroccino oat milk cold. Clearly Miroco wins. Here, Miroco on the left with oat milk hot with the extra froth setting. And then this is the silk oat milk Aeroccino with just whatever regular hot setting. So this is where Aeroccino won because we did a light fluffy froth with the Miroco and then just the regular Aeroccino setting. The froth is just better with the Aeroccino, but here they're almost the same. And then this is almond milk, Miroco, Aeroccino, both frothed hot. clearly Miroco wins. And then for you whole milk lovers, I don't know, it's kind of like pretty close, but you could see though what I mean, right? There's more liquid down here and then the froth is up here. This all looks like froth and this is Miroco. So here is my final verdict. I think if you don't already own the Aeroccino, okay, let me start over. If you own the Aeroccino already, I think you're pretty much set. You don't need the Miroco, you don't need it unless for some reason you want to get another frother. And for example, like for work and keep one at home, then I don't think you necessarily have to invest in another Aeroccino. I think you'd be okay buying the Miroco and keeping one at home or at work. If you don't have either, this is where I think you should just definitely get the Miroco. It's worth it. It's $40 compared to $100. And right now, frankly, I think an espresso has been out of stock of their $100 frothers for a while. I don't know if it's because of a missing parts that they said that they have to manufacture, but if you just want a good old frother that's not gonna break the bank, it works very competitively with the Nespresso Aeroccino, I think Miroco is definitely a good buy. I don't think, you know, since I got it, I don't think I've had one complaint. It comes with 2 whisks and more settings than the Aeroccino. So hopefully this review helps you guys in deciding whether or not you want to get it. If you guys have any questions in regards to anything that I talked about today, put them in the comment section. I'm always getting back to all of my comments. And yeah, I think that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.